Hello, my name is Maria and welcome to The Creative Italian. I'm going to be sharing with you how to remove this finish on this brass stamping 100% without damage. The tools you'll need is a cloth, some salt, some apple cider vinegar. It doesn't have to be this brand as long as it's apple cider. The white vinegar doesn't seem to work as well, I found out. You will also want a Soapy Brillo pad and some dish detergent and either 2 glass or 2 plastic bowls. It really doesn't matter which one you have. So what you're going to do is you are going to add the vinegar and the salt to your pan, and you're going to immerse your piece and you're going to bring it to a soft boil. It really doesn't, there's no exact measurement for the vinegar and the salt. For this particular piece, I used 2 tablespoons of salt, and I filled the pan with enough vinegar to cover my brass stamping. And then I bring it to a soft boil. Most pieces will take anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes to remove the patina or the aged brass finish. See, I'm checking it here. It's been in the pan for about 5 minutes, and I'm just checking it. I recommend checking it like every 5 minutes. Now, as you go along, you know, the vinegar is going to evaporate, so you want to keep adding it to the pan. And it doesn't hurt to add more salt to it either, especially if it's taken like 15 or 20 minutes to remove. The green patina seems to come off the brass stampings a lot faster than the aged brass treatments. For some reason, I don't know why. But that's just been my experience. There I am in the refrigerator getting some almond milk. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to have that in there. But anyway, it's still boiling and simmering. And I just keep looking at it and checking it. You'll want to go ahead and fill up one of your bowls. Or just add some, not fill up, but add some detergent to one of your bowls and kind of get it ready. The other bowl is going to have just clear water. That's going to be for your Soapy Brillo pad. So here I am checking it. I'm dipping it into the water with the dish detergent in it. And I'm going to just sort of swish it around and dry it off and see how it's looking. It looks like some of it's come off already. And it's been in the pan for maybe almost 10 minutes, maybe less. You could see it coming off on the towel right there. But we still have a ways to go. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back in and just keep checking it. And one of the reasons why I enjoy using this treatment on some brass stampings that I've already treated with the patina is because once I've done those treatments, I cannot solder the piece. And many times I would have already done that on a piece and wanted to use it as a pendant, but was unable to solder it. So this gives you the flexibility of being able to solder a brass stamping if you choose to do so, because most of the time if there's a patina or a brass aging treatment on that stamping, you're not going to be able to solder it. But if you do this, you will be able to. It has worked for me 99% of the time. I've only had one piece that did not work, and who knows why, but it's every piece I've ever done except just that one piece. It just would not come off. Okay, now you can see this one looks really good, and it's going to have like a pinkish, copperish color to it. The whole piece might. In this particular case, it was only the edges. So every brass stamping is going to be a little bit different. So I'm just swishing it around in the soapy water. And now I'm going to rinse it again in the clear water, but I'm going to use the Soapy Brillo pad to wipe it down really, really good. And as you can see, I'm getting into the grooves really good so I can see how everything is going as I go along, rubbing it down. Now, you don't have to use a Soapy Brillo pad. You could just use a regular Brillo pad if you want to. However, this is what I have always used. And I don't know why you couldn't just use a regular Brillo pad. You could. And, you know, if you use both and you see a difference in the two, let me know in the comments. And, you know, if you have any comments to make or questions for any of my videos, and this one including, just leave it in the comments and I'll respond to everybody. So I'm rubbing it down and rubbing it down because I keep checking it just to see how things are looking here. And it's looking really good, guys. Now I'm going to go ahead and rinse it real good here. Yep, there you go. And then rinse it again in the water with the dish detergent one more time. And I want to take a towel and wipe it down really good. Now, sometimes you'll get just a tiny bit of residual left. That's okay, as long as it's only just a little bit. And in this piece, you could even see it, just a touch on one end. But it did not affect me soldering this piece, because after I got done with the video, I took it into my workroom and I soldered this, and it worked out perfect. Yeah, you want to let the piece dry really good before you start soldering, actually. Now, after you get done soldering, if you choose to do that, you can use a metal paste to brighten up the brass. If you're not going to solder, you can just use your metal polishing cream and just brighten it up. So, but definitely do it after you solder. So anyway, I hope this helps you guys out in your jewelry making and your brass stampings, whatever you do with them. And thanks for coming by.